So we've had our credit card for 1 year and we didn't realize that we get free airport lounge access with one guest. So we decided to use it and now we're in the lounge eating some yogurt and getting water and hearing this baby scream. What you watching?
BBC.
Nothing like an airplane meal. I did not get the chicken. I was very grossed out.
I'm getting more relaxed as a traveler because I waited to download the map till I got to the location.
Oh, groundbreaking. And if there's one thing that is true about Matthew and in this world, it's this passport holder. This passport holder is a personality trait of Matthew Skipworth. He will not go anywhere without it. Let it be known.
It's true.
Everywhere you go, there's at least one family friend. We made it to Israel. We just made it to Tel Aviv and we flew from Abu Dhabi to Tel Aviv directly, and it was like a 3-hour flight. The flight was really good except for the end. It was like dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. Felt like we were on a roller coaster. We're staying at the Savoy. That is right on the coast. So we're only here for 1 night and then 2 nights in Jerusalem and then 2 nights back in Tel Aviv. We're here for 6 days and we're doing tours for 4 of those 6 days. And then 2 are the travel days here and back to Dubai. Here's our room. This is it. There's not much to it. Matthew's most important part, the safe. His passport is literally already in there. What is more Matthew than that? And then we do have a view, kind of. There's the sea. This is a sea view. But yeah, just that balcony. On the way here, we took a taxi from the airport in Tel Aviv to our hotel at the Savoy, and we completely got scammed, or at least I think so. I think it was more expensive than it should have been because they didn't run the meter, and then we got out and he was like, it's 180 shekels, which I think is so cool that they still use shekels as like the currency. This is what the shekels look like. The music here is very loud, but we walked to get lunch from our hotel because they serve food on the airplane, but it was nasty and we didn't like it. So it's like 3 p.m. now, so we're gonna get some food and then I don't know what we're doing after that, but it's really nice. We're on the beach and this place is really cool. Got the goods. You're not. How good does that cauliflower look? Matthew got the Greek grilled cheese and it looks really good too. Oh, but there's olives in it. You don't like olives. Uh-oh. Yes, we're back in the hotel room. We came back after lunch, so Matthew. Where are you? Are you hiding? So Matthew could take a nap because he was very tired. So now we're changed and we're gonna go probably Lime Bike. Isn't that what you want to do, Matthew?
Yes.
So we're gonna go Lime Bike around, and I didn't get a SIM card, so Matthew has all the data. So it's his turn to be in charge of everything since I planned the whole trip. Matthew doesn't really love to walk, so if there's another mode of transportation that's relatively inexpensive, he's gonna take it. So we're gonna scooter, I guess.
And the dog on the beach.
Oh! Mood. The doggy. We just finished with the scooters and I literally flashed the entire city of Tel Aviv. And I hit a curb and almost busted it. But that's okay. Minimal things. It's really nice because they have bike paths literally everywhere. And people are either biking or scootering around this entire city. And we went to the market, which was so cute. We were full though from lunch. We didn't have anything to eat or drink. And it's almost time for sunset. So we're walking to see the sunset by the beach and then probably go to this cute little bar restaurant thing I found right by our hotel and then just head to bed. But it's been a great day so far. This bar is so cool. The menu is like different drinks from different areas. And there's 14 drinks you can like drink around the world. Matthew got this one, East of Eden, Bora Bora. And then I got, no, one more. Yes, I don't even, how do you say that?
Ayan Daily.
Something in Indonesia. So, cheers. And this right here is my love language. Salted caramel and the Oreo. And just like that, it's day 2. We're packed up, ready to go. It's 6:30 in the morning. We're supposed to meet our tour bus at 6:40. So we have to go. We have to walk to, I'm out of breath from packing everything so quickly. We have to walk to the hotel. It's like 6 minutes away. We're doing a tour called the Footsteps of Jesus tour with Benny Haram is a tour group. That's who we're using for all the tours. We were listening to Maverick City music this morning, just getting our minds right, getting our heart right, getting our motives pure to see the steps of Jesus, which I'm really excited for. It'll be really cool. All of the holy sites require that your shoulders and your knees be covered, so I brought dresses with me, but it's supposed to be pretty hot today. Yeah, this is the dress from Mango, and then I'm just wearing my Behas. Nothing says tourists like pushing your suitcases through the streets. Nothing.
Important the religion that you have all the time, you will find a corner in your heart for Jerusalem.
Get that sunscreen.
The first churches in the world officially. One of them is the Church of the Tomb of Jesus. One is the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem. And she also built 2 churches here that we're going to see both of them. This one and the next one. We are now entering a place that was one of the favorite places of Jesus and his disciples, even before the last week of Jesus' life. We call it Eleona, it means the olive tree. This is a very good olive that they are more sweet. For the Christians, this is the cross of Jerusalem, the cross of the Holy Land, 5 crosses in one. It has many symbolic aspects to the number 5. Why 5? Like the 5 wounds of Jesus' body, or 5 major parts of Christianity in Jerusalem: Catholic, Armenian, Orthodox, Protestant.
The fruits of the Holy Land. Garden of Gethsemane right before Jesus died. He would have walked here in the night before they captured him.
Channels of water through the city, and they collect it in different pools, in different areas of the old city. Ecce homo, is this the man you want to crucify? They said yes, 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 yes. See, on the right side, Barabbas, the criminal that Pontius Pilate told the people, you can choose to crucify him and not Jesus. And we see Jesus. This is where they gave him the crown of thorns. So you see the crown of thorns. Mary comes, lifts him up, hugs him, fixes his sandals. Jesus falls down for the first time. Mary comes to comfort him. Here, on this point, he starts to climb towards the Golgotha hill. So this is the western wall of the Temple Mount. Which we call Yom Kippur. 200,000 Jewish people will come and pray here together. And meet.
It's day 3 and we're headed to the bus to go on the, what's today's tour, Matthew?
Jericho.
Oh yeah, we're going to Jericho and Bethlehem because it is Shabbat, so everything is closed. There was literally like one restaurant open for dinner last night because it starts at sundown. But it was really hard for me to wake up this morning. So that's why we're rushing to the stop to meet the bus. We stopped and got some snacks for the bus. There's just bus after bus after bus. Full of tourists. Recline on the bus. We'll be here for the rest of the day.
You great tidings which will be a great joy for the whole world. It's written in Luke 2 from 8 till 20. And the sign that you will find the baby Jesus, our Savior, is born in Bethlehem, wrapped in a swaddling cloth.
yesterday.
Matthew's carrying the front load. The Jordan River where Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist. That is the border here for the Jordan side. It's so hot. Cheers. It's literally 116 degrees. I'm so sweaty.
This is the part of the first city ever built in the world. 10,500 years. Not long.
We got back from Bethlehem and Jericho. Yeah, took a shower because it was hot. It was so hot. We were below sea level, which I would have thought would make it cooler, but it made it hotter. Saw the nativity scene, saw where the shepherds saw the angel coming to them, telling them that Jesus was born. And then we had lunch, and then we went to Jericho. So we're about to go head to dinner. But I got a nativity scene from this cute little Christian shop that they brought us to. And it's look how beautiful it is. It's hand carved. And they had like all different kinds, but I just wanted a small one so I could like fit it back in my suitcase. I'd enter into Palestine. Bethlehem and Jericho are both Palestinian territories, so we entered in to Palestine to go to both of them, which I think I knew that, but I wasn't aware. But we had to do like a border check. We didn't have to show our passports. We did have to bring them, and I didn't feel unsafe or anything. But we're going to dinner. Goodbye for now. We got some spicy tuna on toast, a Syrah blend. I actually got an Oz, both from Israel. It's really good. You got a swirl, the 4 S's. Look at that cauliflower. We got asparagus and corn.
The Armenian quarter is the smallest quarter here. We passed to the Jewish quarter, and we are next to the synagogue with the white dome here behind us. We will cross the Jewish quarter to the Wailing Wall, the Western Wall. We'll have a view over the wall and Temple Mount. We'll descend there, we'll put wishes, and from the Western Wall, we will pass to the Muslim quarter. It's the largest quarter, and in the Muslim quarter, we join the Via Dolorosa, the path of agony of Jesus, and the Stations of the Cross take us to the Christian quarter and to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre here. A biblical event, the fifth station, the place where Simon of Cyrene was obligated by the Romans to help Jesus carry the cross. The sixth station is another tradition. Veronica, one of the women of Jerusalem, she approached Jesus and with a scarf, she cleaned the sweat and blood of Jesus' face, and according to the tradition, the icon of Jesus' face was kept in that scarf, the veil, in the Vatican. 2,000 years ago, we were here on a path going to the Golgotha, to the Calvary. About 150 meters out of the city, west of the city, there was an abandoned quarry, and the quarry had a hill that maybe had the shape of a skull. Skull, Calvary, Golgotha in Aramaic, and that was the place of execution for the Romans. Thousands of people were executed there. Jesus was also killed crucified with 2 thieves. And close to the Golgotha, close to the Calvary, in that abandoned quarry, there were also tombs. Rich people that could afford it prepared caves with the niches there. And one of the tombs was the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea that donated his tomb for Jesus. after the body of Jesus was taken from the cross, the body was prepared for burial. Jesus was buried according to the Jewish tradition. The body was washed, anointed with oil, and then
Got a shawarma bowl with falafel. I don't know what all's in here. Is there anything more Matthew than him walking through the streets with the brewski in his hands? Nutella and salted caramel. Matthew wants a beer. So what is today? What even is today?
Sunday.
Today's Sunday. And we started the day again at the same Panoramic Cafe. This tour company loves that place. And we got our guide and we went to the old city of Jerusalem, which we saw a good bit of it the first day on the Footsteps of Jesus tour. But we were able to finish the Via Dolorosa and go into the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which means sepulchre means tomb. So we got to see Calvary, where it's believed that Jesus died on the cross, and then where his body was prepared for burial, and then the tomb. But unfortunately, the line for the tomb was literally 2 to 3 hours long. So we didn't get to go inside the tomb, but we got to see it from the outside and kind of peer in, which was a little upsetting because I thought we were going to be able to go into it. But that's okay. If you are coming to Israel and that's something that you really want to do, then you need to get there, be the first people there, the first people in line. Like our tour guide said, that there's a queue that starts 30 minutes before the church opens. So, and this is like the low season and it is just so crowded. So I'm not even sure what it would be like during the high season. Sites are owned by Greek Orthodox Christians, and their style of churches and the way they preserve things is very different than a lot of the other religions, and it's very showy, all in gold, all it's very beautiful, but it's very like bright, and they have a lot of candles and these weird chandeliers that are all over everything. It's just a very different style than like the humble wooden cross or the humble manger that you would expect to see. It's not like that at all. And the tomb as well was like covered in gold and gold plated, and there was lights and candles and chandeliers all over it, and that's just kind of not what I thought it would look like. Not saying that anything's wrong with that, just that it kind of didn't match what I had perceived it to look like in my head. Yeah, just to see the three religions share the same piece of land that's all special and different to them in different ways is really touching. And a lot of people here are really serious about their faith, so just is pushing and moving to want to do the same thing, you know? We're being picked up at 6:40 tomorrow morning for our last tour, which is Nazareth and the Sea of Galilee. There's 2 baptismal sites. One we went to yesterday, and then one we're going to tomorrow. And the one we went to, they're both on the Jordan River. The one we went to yesterday was where John the Baptist baptized Jesus, and it's actually at the border of Jordan and Israel. The most common one is the Yarden baptismal site, which is where Jesus baptized other people, and that is where he spent most of his ministry, ministering to people and baptizing them. So hopefully that is something that I really wanted to do, was to get baptized here. So we'll see if that works out. We're on tour day 4. Is this 4? Yeah. So we had a very eventful morning. We literally almost missed the bus, and we had our breakfast, and we were running down the street, but we made the bus, and then it ended up being like 30 minutes late. Anyway, so now we have stopped at the gas station in Nazareth, and we're about to go into the church, and then we're going to the Sea of Galilee later. Got our lunchbox.
On both sides appears the images of Moses and Elijah the prophet.
Looking chic.
The church below behind, like A, you understand A, Ave Maria. Okay. Most of you recognize these scenes, you see these images. Was the multiplication of the fish and the loaves of bread to fish and 5 loaves of bread that Jesus multiplied to feed like 5,000 or 7,000 people.